Jonas Mandell. Zach is the son of Elizabeth and Jim Mandell and brother to Josh, Matt, and Emily, who must be so proud to see their son speaking for us, the class of 2014. We all know that Zach is a punctual student, always turns assignments in on time, and has a stunning singing voice. But seriously, Zach is one of the funniest guys that you could ever meet. His witty humor always brings a smile to your face. Zach is also a very analytical man and can provide you with a thorough evaluation of any Breaking Bad episode. Furthermore, Zach is truly a genuine fellow, voted best all around by his peers. In the wise words of Julia Elder, Zach is like chocolate. When people don't like it, you're just like, what? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce you my friend, Zach Mandell.
Thanks, Drew, for the introduction. I'll be honest, I was hoping for a teleprompter up at the press box, but I guess the paper version will have to do. First, I want to thank teachers, parents, grandparents, siblings, everyone that made today possible for me. I also want to thank you all, my fellow graduates, the class of 2014, for electing me as graduation speaker. I'm still baffled that you chose me, but I guess I'll take it as a compliment. In all seriousness, it's an honor to be up here. When I first sat down to write my speech, I got distracted and played a couple rounds of 2048. But then I actually sat down to write it, and I started to think about what graduating tonight means. Obviously, it means that we're finishing high school. This little ceremony with these silly hats and these robes is something that every high school has done for decades to send off their seniors. After we leave here tonight, we will have been officially sent off, and high school will be a thing of the past, which is kind of sad. I'm pretty emotional about leaving high school. I'll miss being in the student section at football games. I'll miss driving around Crozet. I'll miss Spirit Week skits. I'll miss throwing around the football in the parking lot after school. But we shouldn't view tonight as the end of anything. Instead, we should think of tonight as, and I hate cliches, but the start of the next chapter, whatever that may be. I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for this next chapter. Next year, when I'm on my own and that first tube of toothpaste that I bring from home runs out, that's it. I just don't see myself taking the time to replace it. It's just not gonna happen. See you later, dental hygiene. What I'm saying is, it doesn't totally feel real that we've made it this far. In the state of California, we are legally allowed to purchase wax containers now that we're 18. I got that one from www.dumblaws.com. I kid you not, look it up. But I still feel like a kid. I remember it like yesterday when I would go to the store with my mom and there would be shelves full of wax containers. And I would ask, Mom, can I please buy a wax container? And she would say, no, Zach, you're too young. It's against the law. And I remember how badly I wanted to turn 18 so I could buy that wax container. But now that I'm 18, I'm yet to get myself a wax container. I don't even know what a wax container is. Is it a container that holds wax or a container made out of wax? Is this something that was taught in practical law? Maybe it was my mistake to never take that class. The point of that made-up anecdote is we've made it. It may not feel like it, but we have. Not only do we have to take care of our own selves and buy ourselves toothpaste, we are now responsible for others. We have to buy toothpaste for other people, metaphorically speaking. We can vote. We're allowed to decide who becomes president, which is hilarious, considering it took me a long time to decide what kind of socks to wear. Stuff we see on the news, we have a real chance to affect that stuff. Several members of our class have plans to serve our country in the military after high school. You all are making sacrifices that I know I'm not ready to make. Can I get these individuals to stand for special recognition? But just as important as being responsible for our community, we're responsible for ourselves. These next few years and the rest of our lives, we have a chance to go do what we want to do, whether you join the military, or take over the family dairy farm, or go to college and study theater, or tour the country with your rock band called the Cheesecake Factories. By the way, you can't steal that name. It's mine. If I ever start a band, that's what I'm going to call it. Or maybe you invent a new kind of sandpaper that works better than the old kind because it possesses the perfect level of scratchiness, but is not dangerous to human skin. Or maybe you discover the 51st state. Who knows? Maybe there's a state somewhere near the Dakotas waiting to be discovered, and you'll be the guy who finds it. Or you do none of the above. And that's cool too. My guess is that a good number of you all will choose the last option, none of the above. There are plenty of other noble pursuits that one might choose to follow that I did not mention in that list. But whatever you choose to do, enjoy it. Here's the part of the speech that I give one little tidbit of advice. Feel free to disregard it completely. But here it goes. Here goes wise man Zach with his words of wisdom. So on the drive over here, I was jamming out to the oldies station, and I heard the song, The Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. You know, the one where it goes, those were the best days of my life. Okay, I didn't actually hear that song on the drive over here, but bear with me, because it would have been very appropriate if I had. In the song, he's talking about how young people are all happy and youthful, and you can tell he's sad and nostalgic because he wishes he had done more stuff when he was young. My final message to you all is this. Let's not be like Bryan Adams and wish we had done more stuff. Let's go do stuff now. Let's buy some wax containers. But we don't have to worry about toothpaste quite yet, at least until graduation weekend is over. Thank you, and hope to see you all 5 years from now at our reunion.